Resident Evil Zero.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island. An island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the international enterprise Umbrella was somehow involved, little. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-Virus created? To uncover the truth, we must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning, before the mansion incident.
Do you think so too?
Yeah.
Do about it.
Hold off for a while.
But I wonder how those R&D people would react to this.
Began as a simple investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City. Nothing in our training could ever have prepared us for the nightmare that ensued. We never stood a chance.
What's going on? Engine failure. Emergency landing.
Check the current position and investigate the surrounding area.
Captain, look! Captain!
What happened?
Court order for transportation. Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoner is to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers. They were good men just doing their jobs, and that scum murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
This is Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that it has set up that's uncommon. But as of 2 years ago, when a similar plan was set up, the local government stepped in and took over.
That was a lucky one. Passenger's diary. July 14th. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of the Arklay Mountains laboratory. We're moving on in 2 groups. The initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. July 16th. Unfortunately, the test production of BOW type Y139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same with type Y139. There's still so much we don't know about responses to the Crustacean T-virus. There's a lot interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minutes doses the T bring about remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of eternal toxins, and brain development. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. But the sudden development of the shell results in the corresponding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak. Problematically, one of these areas is the head carapace. This lab we are going to, where the pursuing the same research, it would certainly help the data. Find the data and samples that would help us in our research. June 19th. The day is finally approaching. I am growing anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is, no. I can't think of it now. I have to concentrate on this investigation and make sure that it goes smoothly. Well, Poor guy. He must have been attacked in his sleep. His body is covered in slime. Investigation orders. 8 miles north of Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now we're conducting a preliminary study into reopening the facilities. First investigation unit is already on site and opening the investigation. I want your team to provide support. The following orders are from William Birkin. I don't know. And one, okay, I can't read that. The rest are torn and unreadable. Okay. Well, that gives me an excuse, right? Not to read. Heck yeah. Alright, we'll save game right now.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to been fantasizing about me, have you?
You were the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around, so I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know. Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
It's worse than... We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca. The forest is full of zombies and monsters.
Zombies and monsters.
She was kicking, screaming. I got up. Still
This is Rebecca. Over.
Rebecca, can you hear me? This is Rico. What's your location? Over.
Enrico! Hello! Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the fugitive from a document found in the wrecked wagon. Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
We have also confirmed that he was institutionalized, so keep your guard up. Can you hear me, Rebecca? Over. Stay alert, Rebecca. He wouldn't think twice before killing you.
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello!
So this story was submitted by a subscriber who
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
Well then, Rebecca,
and then we'll just start it
why
off.
don't you go and try while I wait here?
I missed your dono. I'm sorry. Basically, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, look at all the major like compound lists or whatever. That is the kind of more accessory stuff. But today was overhead press.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Are you okay? Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Well, I don't...
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right. But you just remember, I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Fine. Now take these with you. If you find anything, give me a call, all right?
Let me ask Chat BBC.
Hiking. Excuse me. Hiking. Forgot my health. Alright, no worries, brother. No worries, brother. Note from conductor. The key card for the driver's compartment is in my bag as always. But I need the other guy's key too to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was normally the key, someone would be sure to turn it in. But this key is different. And I'll look for it till. But if you happen to come to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance. Be right back.
Yeah, you might owe some money in taxes in that situation, but I don't imagine you would if your employer was withholding it appropriately. Like sometimes that's why people get tax money back, is because the employer withholds too much just to make sure that they're paid out or whatever. Hence why they had, which is so stupid. The whole tax system is so convolutedly dumb. Favorite protein powder? I have this like egg white one that's just like straight powdered egg whites. I've been using that recently, and I think it's a little bit more agreeable with my tongue. Here's the 2024, Joel. May your channel explode and be forever more prosperous. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate that. And honestly, I mean, I would like the channel to continue to grow, but at this point, I'm very thankful for where it's at, monthly views, and just general community. Like, you guys rock, and I don't really want to be too crazy big, and if that makes any sense. Like, people like Dream, or I don't even fucking know, PewDiePie, people of that nature, like, it just seems stressful to, like, exist at that size, and that, like, just whatever.
By the way, subscribe to Let's Read.
Your dad used to drink raw eggs for protein. You know, I remember looking into that, and they said that raw eggs aren't as easily as digested as cooked eggs. So it actually would have been more like bioavailable, as they say, or easily digested, if your dad would have just like kind of cooked them sunny side up or whatever and just ate that really quick. Solly, thank you for the 5 gifters to Unicorn Blow, Reagan Ray, J Bro, Angel Diamond, and Greedy. Thank you. You just got food poisoning from a raw egg. Yeah, you do have to be careful with that, because I think sometimes on the outside of the shell there's salmonella from like bird shit, you know? So if that like gets into your digestive system, it's probably not so good. Recent song I got on repeat. I still listen to that like Oliver Tree song, like Miss You, a lot. Like it'll just pop up on the YouTube music, and I'll be like, because when I'm driving to the gym, I have to take the highway, and it just makes me go really fast in the car. Makes me hydroplane and crash. It's awesome. Eggs are amazing, but I'm lactose intolerant and I have a gluten problem. Well, I was confused. Does that indicate that you can't eat eggs? Because you should be good to eat eggs if it's just lactose and gluten. Or are those two statements separate from one another? Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of Oliver Tree's like other songs, but that like, you know, techno style one is just sick. But then I came to find out that it's not actually his song, but then somebody else said that it is his song, but then they took that from him, and then he was like retaking it back. But it does sound very like, you know, Eastern European techno vibe, which I always dig. Hey, Sailor Moon, no worries. You're more likely to be sensitive to eggs if you're lactose and gluten intolerant. Oh, okay, interesting. I didn't know that. Because I figured lactose is milk and gluten is like bread, so you think eggs would be like external from that. What's up, Mr. Too Humble? I remember years ago, I feel so bad. It's like, because I've seen like people pop in from like old videos and stuff like that. It kind of like, it like opened up like random memories from the past. And I remember, I forget what his channel name was, but he was like another narrator that there's a lot of like random narrators I was like pretty close with like early on. And then you just kind of like lose touch with people. But I remember like specifically talking to him like, bro, it's me and you, man, going to the future. Like, if one of us blows up, the other one's definitely blowing up.
Oh, dropping the controller.
But I just specifically remember that conversation and lost touch. If I get a second job, I do stuff really fast. She said as long as everything is done, I'm good. I can study for cybersecurity to get that.
Today's special: Mediterranean style shrimp, carpaccio roast chicken. Sounds good. Gonna make that.
That does that, and do it for a while. Like, let's read clips. But they have the same.
Have a drink at the bar.
They just weren't doing very well.
Oh, I guess you can't.
Take a little break. It just, I don't know. I don't really know how to like get it to pop off per se. Andrew Batts with the 10 says, I'll give you $100 if you tell an hour worth of stories in your best Michael McDaniel singing impersonation of a fatal condition that makes me unable to do my own Michael McDaniel. Every time you do it, that. I don't even know who Michael McDaniel is, but thank you for the 10. I have to sing too, which is probably not great. Michael McDonald, sorry, I said McDaniel. Oh shit. I keep forgetting. It's the name of the song. You just keep forgetting. I hear the metronome. Oh shit. This is funky. Wasn't this like the Rough Riders like sampled this shit? Holy shit, that song needs to be in like the new Grand Theft Auto. I keep hearing songs and like that needs to be in GTA 6. Yeah, it's been drives me so much. Did I samples of money too. It's really nice, yeah. I wonder, like, when they sample really popular songs, do they, like, Kanye does that shit all the time. I mean, I guess everyone really does. Even, like, the more recent, Pink Panthers samples a lot of popular songs, and, you know, to the extent that I would honestly say that it almost replaces any need for, like, musical composition skills. You know, you just have somebody else, you know, who's created an iconic, like, beat, and you're good to go. But in my mind, I'm like, can they get sued for that? Like, do they owe a bunch of money? They don't get much money. See, that's, like, to me, that's so fudged up, brother. God damn it. Like, I don't, you know, like, I get it. Like, maybe there's some sort of legal loophole where it's fair use, bro. It's fair use, but I feel like on the musical stage, on like that, where Kanye can take some beat, you know, from like a 70s jazz album and like make it triple platinum. Like, obviously, he did a great job on that, but I feel like the original artist deserves, you know, a little bit of money as a snack. Chappelle get in trouble for playing weird jams. Well, I think in the television situations, I think they were in communication with Rick James, but I also believe that they do pay royalties, not royalties, but they pay some degree of licensing for a track on an episode. I remember The Office, they talked about behind the scenes and were saying that just to include a song for like a quick jingle, it costs the show's budget like $10,000 or something. Whoever gets money, whoever doesn't. That makes sense of what kind of specifics. It's called Michael McDonald Plays Ya. Wait, what is? Mouse copyright expired this month. Bring in the Mickey 5. Oh, I'm confused though. Why? I'm just always confused. I don't even know why. Disney would just be like ready to rock and roll to copyright Mickey Mouse again. You know, why does it just like end? Oh, that's your inability to do your own craft. I imagine you can. Sometimes I think like everybody's skills that they learn, or like just come down to like having the confidence to even try it from like childhood, you know. But sometimes you just have to pretend you're a little kid again, and just give it a whirl till you're good at it. Oh, the old black and white Mickey. Oh, that's kind of sick. Hopefully we get some Steamboat Roll 34, but like official, put out by like Brazzers. Yet it contrasted so much with the rest of the area around it, it may as well have been from a different place altogether. The walls were painted a light color, white I think, but I don't remember it very well because what really got my attention were the drawings inside them. There were rainbows, a smiling sun, trees, flowers, and happy little people with smiles on their faces, with dotted eyes. It was very clearly a daycare. The whole class and teacher gathered to see the discovery, and we were all very confused about the strange placing of this room. Okay, we could understand the need for a place to keep the kids that were to... Sims 2 or 3, I do not know. I remember when I was younger, I played Sims 1,
when it first came out. And that was pretty fun. I did enjoy that. Fear nothing. What's going on, dog? Okay. We could understand the need for a place to keep the kids that were too little to be amongst the crowd during prayers, or maybe the ones of the people who work there, but the place was just odd. The stage was probably one of the loudest places in the auditorium during the services, and this was right below it, so there was no way that it could be a quiet place for the children. We left the boiler room and continued our tour through the theater, a little puzzled about our finding, but not giving it too much thought. Outside of the auditorium, there were the bathrooms, both in terrible condition, the ticket sales booth, and a huge set of stairs that led to a mezzanine in the auditorium. Half of the seats that were totally ruined due to a water leak in the roof, and I cursed these people for not taking proper care of the building. With that part done, all that was left was the projection room on the 3rd floor. Behind the tickets booth, there was a door that led to a spiral stair. I don't remember how tall it actually was, but it must have been over 10 meters of metallic steps without a single resting spot. I wasn't exactly an athlete, but I could walk several kilometers with no problem and rode on a bike to and from school every single day. Yet by the time I reached the top of the stairs, I was exhausted. And I wasn't the only one. All of my classmates complained about how hard it was to walk up there. After a short break to catch our breath, we moved on to explore the 3rd floor. It was roughly a narrow passageway with a couple of divisions to form different rooms, but it was more than enough for what it was made for. The first room from the stairs was a storage deposit, probably where they kept the movies and other equipment, and except for some trash, it was mostly empty. The second room. Isn't that Sims 4 now? I think I'm way up to the block trail. Y'all's timbers are shivered. Shiver me. 5. One instead of a rainbow. Something was written on it in big, colorful letters. Something about Christ, I can't remember it well. The drawings were a bit old, the paint slightly peeled from the walls, but the colors were just as cheerful as you would expect for a place for children playing. My heart sank to my stomach as I came to the realization of what that place really was. The one behind the boilers probably serving the same purpose. I took notice of how isolated that room was. Literally the furthest away you could possibly get from everyone else. I thought about the 3 floors of stairs and imagined what it would be like to have a child walk all the way up, only to end up in that room, the room with the colorful train on the wall. My classmates and I exchanged horrified expressions as I knew that they were thinking the same thing. We never visited the theater again, even though we continued with the restoration project for several months and talked about those 2 years. Cases of exploitation of children in the church are well known by everyone, to the point that the priest is... to the point that a predatory priest is practically a cliché. But this
This is the kind of thing that usually happens in someplace far away, in another city, even in another country. You never imagined it would happen in the very town you live in, the place where you grew up, in the very same building where you once worked. In the very same building where you once watched a Pokemon movie when you were 7 years old. 2010 That's him if he gained weight in jail. Is there a story that still haunts me to this day? I think maybe all of them. Because all my nightmares. Predatory Priest and Red Punk Band. What about Bryce for Impact? Does nobody want to go see Bryce for Impact? So you gotta give me that's good. Those are chill games. Has anyone played the Lego Fortnite? And is it